These stock headlights suck. They're all yellow and dim. So I'm gonna upgrade them with LEDs. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. These headlights are terrible, and I understand why people upgrade their headlights on their Commander. So I'm gonna try to do it too. So I've got the Jeep Commander inside here because now we're gonna upgrade the headlight bulbs with these LED light bulbs, and hopefully they will work. One of the things that I wanted to do was try to get some bulbs that were similar size and shape as the original OEM bulbs, so they don't need, say, those extra cooling fans and whatnot. So let's take a close look at these and see what we get. All right, so here is the stats on these guys. Oh yeah, aluminum, heatsink, and more than anything, I just wanted to get more lumens. What does that say there? 16,000 lumens. You know, it's hard to know how accurate those things are, but the white lighting I think will help as well. You know, these tend to be a little more white light than the orange or yellow light that I will typically get. And so here is the light bulb. You can see that kind of looks like your standard, whatever, 9005, 9006 light. Is that what they are? Yeah, I think so, right there. Okay. And they don't look really big. Sometimes they have a cord hanging off with a little fan in the back or a heat sink that's separated. It's got the 3 lobes there and the LED elements on the side and then the standard plug. So hopefully this should be a pretty even swap for the existing headlights and should make this a pretty easy job, I'm hoping. All right, one thing I will say is they have kind of this weird cover. I know it's nice to have that headlight covered right there, but there are 2 little pressure clips that have to be pried out kind of with some force. They go in here and here. And I was trying to be gentle, but it's not super easy to get them off. But once you do, now I have pretty easy access to the light bulb. This element has the headlights and then the high beam. I think they both use the same bulb, but obviously if you don't care about the high beam so much, you're going to save yourself some effort because that's much lower. But now I can just go down here and I think rotate this counterclockwise. Kind of a quarter turn, not even, eighth of a turn maybe. There we go. Feel like it just loosened up. And now I'll just kind of straighten it and pull it out. And there we go. If I don't need that bulb, I don't have to worry about touching it. Otherwise, you definitely don't want to touch the glass on these halogen bulbs because then the oil will heat up and break them for sure. Okay, now I can undo that clip and get this light bulb out. All right, got the old bulb out. And I just wanted to kind of compare them because sometimes it's nice to see if they are going to be a straight up fit. Looks like they're just about the same size, even a little shorter, kind of from bow to stern there. Plug looks the same, so I think I can just get this screwed in there and then plug the clip back in, and we can see how the old versus the new looks. All right, so I've got the headlight, the LED bulb in the driver's side, and the original bulb in the passenger side, and man, what a difference, at least inside the garage. It's just shining right on my door there. But I mean, the color temperature is probably the most impressive thing. Probably the one thing that worries me a little bit is that, yeah, I can see actually the beam of the light is pretty low. So it's nice because it's not that much higher than that pinpoint beam from the original halogen. So I don't think it's going to blind people in oncoming traffic. But if I just go up here as high as possible, you can see just how much whiter that is. And gosh, it sure looks like it's illuminating a lot bigger square than the other side. It's just kind of fading off as it's flooding out on the other side. So I think that's pretty good. If we just come around to the front here and take a look and see, give it a little bit of the eye test. There's the LED, right there. And there's the original, very yellow. I don't feel like it's as harsh on my eye. This eye almost feels like glaring. I feel like people are going to flash me and say, dude, turn off your brights or something, even though that is not my brights. So that's pretty awesome. Pretty simple fix or upgrade. So I'm going to do the other side and then we'll drive around in the dark and see if I like it. All right, sun has gone down. It is dark outside. So now we got to see what these LED headlights look like on the road. Let's try it out. All right, I'll tell you what, There's no question this is different. First of all, the original halogen light bulbs that were in there, they're probably pretty old. They put out that yellow light. First of all, it just didn't light up much, and that yellow light kind of feels dim. You get this bright white light, which looks like the original Xenons. I mean, it's like laser light now. It's super white, daylight white light. I mean, even the sign is just reflected like crazy there. It's just lighting up so much more. And it seems to be, holding that level below basically the eye level of the oncoming cars. Might be some issues with how high this car is and all that, but I wouldn't be surprised if oncoming cars are like, what? Is that guy running with his brights? Because it is pretty bright. I mean, I almost feel a little bit bad about that, but some of these headlights oncoming right now are pretty bright too. But man, that is just night and day difference. That was pretty funny. And not really. But man, it's just lighting up so much more. Everything is so much more visible, and they're probably drawing a fraction of the amount of power. Hopefully they'll last over a long period of time, but in terms of getting to the headlight bulbs, these are probably some of the easiest ones to do because sometimes engine compartments are so compact, it is really hard to actually get to the light bulbs. There's not a lot of space, and so this was a really, really easy upgrade for the Commander, Project Overlander, and the bulbs don't have any of those weird doohickeys or dongles hanging off. Just a super easy upgrade, and man, it's just crazy different. So, hey, if you want to upgrade your headlights on your Commander, I'll put a link to these bulbs in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.